Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mace. I'm coming to you from Canada. I'm in British Columbia, to be specific. We're going to look at more stupid Americans making stupid comments on the internets because we just got to dogpile them right now. We got to do it. I'm sure Americans are really loving the insanely high gas prices, ridiculous inflation. You know, they're having a great time going to get groceries and spending $100 to feed themselves for 2 days. Yeah, it's just going fantastically. It's going great. It's going tremendously. I gotta say, we got the best economy that's ever been in an economy, by the way. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, you know, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I know economies. Yeah, not going too well. The war in Iran. I'm more worried about just the state of geopolitics, considering Israel essentially just leading Trump along on a leash. Trump does whatever they say. He's basically acting as a battering ram for Saudi Arabia and Israel to go after Iran. The war's not going easy. Seems the supreme leader in Iran and just Iran in general is ready for a prolonged war. You know, they don't care. They don't seem to care about casualties. Like, they're gonna keep fighting, and they probably have pretty good stockpiles of missiles and whatnot. Anyways, Trump kind of, when he went into this war, he seemed like it was gonna be so easy. You know, we got the world's biggest military. The war's gonna be over in one day. They're gonna surrender, and I'm gonna put in a leader. And they literally just put in the son of the old Ayatollah. Anyways, let's get to these, man. Number one, to remember how many feet there are in a mile, you just got to use 5 tomatoes. What? I've never heard this one before. You just got to use 5 tomatoes. 5 tomatoes. Sounds like 5280. And there's 5,280 feet in a mile. To remember how many meters there are in a kilometer, you just remember 1,000, because the system of measurement in the rest of the world wasn't invented by a drunk mathematician rolling dice. Yeah, nice round numbers. That's true in the metric system. Let's go to the next one. People who leave their phone set to military time are effing war criminals. Guilty, I guess. I'm a war criminal, according to this meme. People who leave their phones set to military time are effing war criminals. How do you look at 1605 and go, wow, I can understand that? Well, it's really not that hard to understand if you have a brain. 4:05 p.m. Effing bootlickers? What's next? I thought the Americans, if anything, should love military time, considering their ultra-militarism the last couple of years. Well, actually, forever. Extreme nationalism, ultramilitarism, America, yeah. World police, all that. You gonna go join the army? Recruit me? Americans be like, okay, I can't count past 12, actually. Nice. Good stuff. Number 3. Will Europeans be surprised about my mixed heritage? I am 25% Italian, 50% Irish, 25% German. If I visit Europe, will they be surprised about my mixed heritage? Will I be considered from Ireland rather from Italy and Germany, since I'm 50% Irish? Europe will be amazed by this and astonished as you walk by swinging your shillelagh and singing Verdi in German and with a slight Bavarian accent. They will remark, here's a typical German, Irish, Italian, American come to visit us. Let us try to sell him some tourist tat at ridiculous prices. Just enjoy your visit. No one really cares. Yeah, I think this American who proposed this question is a little full of themselves. Honestly, nobody really cares. Nobody cares. You're just one person. Everybody has their own things going on. All you people watching my video right now don't care about me, I mean, you might care slightly, but you don't really care. Like, we're all focused on our own things. And then with the world leaders who are mostly PDF files, creating wars and potentially leading us to nuclear conflict. We're all just trying to pay the bills and hug our loved ones on the daily. So We don't care where you're from or yeah. Next one. You're gonna mansplain Ireland to me when I'm Irish? I'm a Celt myself. Irish specifically. My ancestry is from Munster County. Munster County. Munster isn't a county, it's a province. You're gonna mansplain Ireland to me when I'm Irish? A man with an unwashed ass has an opinion again? What? How did they get to that? I'm Irish, you're American. I'm pretty confident I know my country better than you absolute gowl. What's a gowl? Do they mean ghoul? I never heard gowl before. I'm Norwegian. Not from there, but grandpa is. Norwegian fjords. Not saying it isn't beautiful because it is, but these are waterfalls. A fjord is a sea inlet between cliffs, so there's probably a fjord at the bottom of this valley. Thank you. I'm Norwegian. Not from there, but my grandpa is. And these definitely aren't fjords. They're gorgeous waterfalls, though. I know the sentence makes sense in an American context, but for anyone else, this is like saying, I'm a shoemaker. Never fixed a shoe, but my grandpa did. Yeah, claiming some sort of authority because your grandpa was from Norway doesn't really make you Norwegian. Well, I mean, in some ways it does. Like, it's interesting how people will talk about ancestry. I don't really care about my ancestry that much. I care about my immediate family. I mean, it's not that I don't care about it. It's just that we don't place that much emphasis or spend that much time talking about it. We do have a significant Icelandic ancestry. Other than that, English, Scottish, German. So we don't have much connections to it though. Besides the Icelandic one, which we do, and we still, before my nana passed, we would still talk or at least learn Icelandic words and cultural things, which was pretty awesome. I do want to go to Iceland at some point, but I'm not going to go to Iceland and be like, I'm Icelandic. Da da da. Can anybody tell me if Portugal has running water? Oh God, I'm just gonna skip that. That was ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Real brave of you to insult our military. Hey, buddy. Real brave of you to insult our military. Real brave of your military to invade my country and give our unborn population a long history of birth defects and collateral damage that harmed our economy and quality of life for decades. Source: Wikipedia, the Vietnam War. Oh, that. Yeah, Vietnam War didn't go so well. Didn't go so well. This is America, gotta speak English. Yeah, this is America, gotta speak English at least a little bit. This is Germany. I'm not from America, which is why I'm talking German in all my videos. Yeah, the American obsession with claiming or assuming that the internet is like an English forum is crazy. I can only imagine what they do when they see a foreign language website. It just must blow their minds. Blow their minds. Number 9. I'm an Italian, and this hurt me, to be honest. I'm Italian, and this hurt me. Fra purtroppo è un piatto tradizionale della Puglia, parli se non vado errando. Do I look like I speak Mexican? Okay, that was... oh God. Oh God. You guys... here's a comment on the last one. The person replied in Italian stating that this is a traditional dish from the region of Puglia. The alleged Italian person did not understand that the person responded in Italian and not Spanish. Oh God. Entitlement, arrogance, narcissism, all attached in one. Is there a Rome in Italy? What? Rome is in Italy. What are they talking about? Wait, is there another city called Rome? Oh, okay. They don't even know that there's a place. Oh, God. It doesn't exist in Georgia. I was watching Fox News. Wow. Huge surprise. I was watching Fox News and they mentioned Rome in Italy. I'm confused. Is there a Rome in Italy? Tucker Carlson said there was a Rome in Italy. I was confused. Wait, Tucker Carlson doesn't work there anymore. Sean Hannity said that Donald Trump is the best thing since sliced bread. So, Only because Americans pay for the healthcare of Europe. Oh, there we go. Quick, the Americans are asleep. Post pictures of stuff that isn't expensive. Only because Americans pay for the healthcare of Europe. Well, what? Yeah, Americans don't, in fact, pay for the healthcare of Europe. The individual countries within Europe pay for their healthcare and have much better healthcare systems than the United States. Canada's is all right. It's certainly faltering. We have a huge lack of GPs. It's hard for people to get a family doctor right now. Also, wait times for certain surgeries and things are absolutely monumental. I think preventative healthcare could be a lot better as well. Why would they speak Spanish in Europe? What about in Spain? Stupid. It's really funny to take Spanish with people from different Spanish-speaking countries because the ones from South American countries are like, yeah, no one uses vosotros. We don't know what it's doing here. And the ones from Europe are like, if you don't give our beloved second person plural its due respect, the hounds will find you. Why would they speak Spanish in Europe? Ben Affleck meme. Spain. But like, Spanish is a language, but it's not a nationality. Like they speak Spanish in Mexico and Puerto Rico. I like how they spell Puerto Rico is cute and stuff. But it's not like there's a place called Spania full of Spanish people. Oh. Port O'Rico. I'm surprised they didn't somehow drag Ireland into this. Port O'Reilly. A Wisconsin school district says students can become spoiled with free meals and opts out of Biden's free lunch program. A Wisconsin school district says students can become spoiled with free meals and opts out of Biden's free lunch program. Yes, just let the kids starve. Yeah. Poor hungry Wisconsin children. Hello, Wisconsin. Texas is like twice the size of Europe alone. Okay, we've seen this one multiple times. Texas is in fact not twice the size of Europe alone. Americans have made comments that the USA itself dwarfs the size of Europe, which also isn't really true. Americans and geography, it's like water and oil. It's like they don't mix. They do not mix whatsoever. Americans and geography. No, sir. 15. China bombed Pearl Harbor. No, it was the Japanese. I don't even know why the U.S. is friendly with China after they bombed Pearl Harbor. That should have ended any chances of our two countries getting along. Well, that person just is stupid. Patty is the N-word for Irish. Also, Patty is the N-word for Irish. It's St. Patrick's Day or St. Patty's, not Patty. I'm going to guess you're not Irish. I'm going to guess the same. I don't get hungover. I have German roots. I actually feel great after a night of drinking. Wait till you're in your 30s there, bud. Wait till you're in your 30s. You will be asleep in the middle of the road and your friend will roll you home in a wheelbarrow. Likely scenario. That is probably the dumbest thing I've ever read on the internet. It's pretty dumb. Nationality or ancestry. I mean, there is some genetics, I suppose. Some alcoholics can probably drink a lot more. Or, it's also body composition. If you're a big, heavy-set person, it takes more alcohol to get drunk. If you're a skinny little slight person, it takes less alcohol. It's not rocket appliances over here, It's not rocket appliances. Pretty simple stuff, you guys. Come on. Vacations are only interesting for about 4 days, and beyond that, you're basically just a lazy bum. Damn, I'm going on a month-long vacation in a month and a half. I'm going to be an extremely lazy bum. I plan on reading, 5 books, just sitting on a beach drinking the entire time, and seeing some really cool architecture and eating a lot of good food and enjoying myself to the fullest. It's going to be great. Certainly been waiting for a vacation. I do understand the sentiment, though. There is times where I think I'm becoming more of a homebody. I just like my simple kind of peaceful life with not too many complexities or complications. When you travel, because you got to go to the airport and you got to do all this bullshit, and then you got to have the flight, you got to land, you got to get transport, you got to spend tons of money, and with social media now, everybody, even when you see people on vacation, they're all walking around with a device glued to their hands, filming everything. They're not even really present. I really plan on being present for my vacation and living in the moment. I want to remember everything. I want to really, because people now, like, they see like a beautiful spot, but our brains are now becoming pre-programmed. So they'll see like an amazing thing, an amazing spot, and they'll think to themselves, this is really beautiful, but I need a photo for my Instagram so people that I don't even know will validate me. Right? It's insane. FOMO. Anyways, next one. Oh, I didn't even read this. I didn't even finish this one yet. The main thing to be clear about here is that vacations are only interesting for about 4 days. Beyond that, you're basically just a lazy bum. This idea that you're not going to do anything productive for 3 months and it will be fulfilling is a preserve? What is a preserve? The preserve of losers. Okay? Americans. We have lower inflation, lower unemployment, higher growth than you. We win again. Europeans. Thanks for your email. I'm currently out of office on annual summer vacation until 30th of September 2023. Nice. Yeah, work culture is interesting. I know in Europe it's a lot differently. I certainly value a good work-life balance. I don't want to work too much. I value my job and I find it very fulfilling, very rewarding. But I also understand the value of time with family, time for my own mental health, my own well-being, my own health, taking care of myself, eating properly, exercising, doing recreational activities and hobbies, and hanging out with friends. Like tonight, I have hockey. If I had work scheduled during hockey and they said, you can't go, you have a shift, I would say, okay, I'm going to quit then. And if they said, okay, then I'd walk out the door. Luckily, I'm pretty valued, I think, at my position. But also, Americans have been somewhat brainwashed as well with the American dream. Let's work 80 hours a week, right? Let's hustle. And then, what for? Like, ultimately, you're not going to become a millionaire. Listen, you're not going to be a millionaire. You can try, and maybe some of you will, but 99.9% of you won't, because all of the wealth is extracted by greedy capitalist systems and then funneled to billionaires who don't do anything, don't do any work, they don't create anything. People get very uptight when you talk about wealth inequality, but it's one of the things I think it's on most people's minds. Most people only worry about a few things, like housing, enough food to eat, wealth inequality. There's a huge housing crisis. There's a huge drug crisis, mental health crisis, so many crises. Yet our priorities as societies are not well. And the societies aren't really functioning well either, I would say. We're extremely divided, extremely polarized. I do think dehumanization of the other political side is not good. It's not good, unfortunately. And even like video like this that I'm making, it's not to dehumanize, right? It's more to poke fun at stupid Americans and stupid people who should still be called out. But just voting and supporting one side or having different political opinions should still be okay. Or at least you should be able to talk to each other or laugh with each other, converse. You're going to excommunicate somebody because they voted one time for the Conservative Party or something. Save Australia protest erupts in New York. I didn't even know we needed saving. This is hilarious. What? I don't know what's going on here. They're still staying on American soil, which is as free as it gets. Just because these children were put into cages doesn't mean they're not free. They're still staying on American soil, which is as free as it gets. This must have been 2021. ICE or detainment centers. I recently watched One Battle After Another. Man, what a film! What a film! Very uncomfortable, a lot of the scenes, but funny, biting satire, and I think asking a lot of interesting questions about American politics and right-wing anti-immigrant sentiments. And there's a lot of interesting stuff in the movie. All right, let's do the last one and I'll be out of here for the day. Georgia is a state, not a country. No, Georgia's a country as well. They found a humanoid tooth in Georgia. That's 1.8 million years old. Georgia is a state, not a country. So, like I said earlier, Americans and geography, water and oil. Don't go together. Don't mix. All right. See you all in the next one. That's 21 dumb things Americans post on the internet. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.